Om Shanti. Good morning. And welcome. You can see many new faces. Some have just arrived today. Not tired? Wonderful. This is called Chatrak. Chatrak birds have arrived home. Chatrakas are the ones who are thirsty to drink a special drop of rain, it is called, and a special season. And every drop this bird takes in becomes a pearl. And these pearls are very, very special pearls. This is a legendary story about Chatraka. There are many birds, but this bird is called Chatrak bird. Thirsty of true love, true wisdom. And so all of you are Chatrak birds that wait for the whole season, for the whole year. And come at the time, we can say Baba's season coming, though we get the murlis every day. But to hear directly is a great fortune. All of us are students. Students are always enthusiastic to pass with honor. We are, and then when we are studying, there is no charm. One cannot pass the exam without, what is meaning of pass the exam? There must be some tests, no? Can we say pass? Means some tests are there, no? So they are waiting for the tests. Good students. Wait eagerly. It's a weekly exams, or it is a monthly exam, or it is a 3-monthly exam, or 6-month, or whatever different terms, no? And happy to pass the exam. So we are godfatherly students. We are studying in the highest, the most elevated university with the aim of achieving the highest status. And so certainly there would be some difficulties that one has to go through. But they are not difficulties. These tests are not tests because it makes us best. So there is already solution there, no? We are on a pilgrimage of remembrance. We are on a journey. Life is a journey, but we are also now on a return journey. But then we have a destination to reach. And so there are always some problems on a journey. But then when we know the way, we are expert and clear about the situations that are on the way. Things are like sightseeing. Even the way becomes entertaining. We are businessmen. Means we are earning an income. And when you earn an income, there are always omens. Sometimes you earn more, sometimes you earn less. There are difficulties created by others. There are difficulties created by the self. And so every aspect of life, it's a challenge. We are actors on this unlimited play. And there's a hero actor will welcome. More the challenges are, the more he is become famous and expert. And so, I heard, if I'm right, just want to make sure the topic for this morning, becoming the embodiment of solutions. Okay, so I got right, yeah. They're becoming the embodiment of solutions. So it means we are anticipating problems. So what are the problems? Is there any problem? Do you have any problem? Anyone has any problem? Or the world has problem and we are the instrument to solve the problems. There's a difference in the whether there are problems for myself. Is there a problem that I have to deal immediate, instant problems? Some problems are or situations, you can call it, or circumstances, you can call it. Whatever name you give, which you, as a knowledgeable soul, you would immediately think the reason, and as soon as you find the reason, you get the solution. We are spiritual scientists. The laws of science is the cause and solution, means that knowing the cause, bringing the solution, cause and effect. We are knowledgeable children. Baba, the supreme surgeon, and we are helping him. We are spiritual nurses and doctors. And when doctor feels the pulse, once the diagnosis is right, easy to cure the disease. And so what is important? The power of discrimination. So what we need for solution is the stock of powers. Today Baba said in the blessing, the power of silence is the power of solutions of all the problems of the world. What is the power of silence? How do we use it? The problems, there are some external problems and there are internal problems. Problems connected with ourselves, with our body, physical sickness, weakness of the mind, disharmony in relationships, problem of getting cooperation from others. If we see in a spiritual journey as well, in our everyday life course, these are problems which come and go. But we need to find the reason, but in a peaceful state of mind. Because what is in the bottom of the pond in our personality, if the water is clean and clear, you can see a tiny speck of straw, a tiny little straw. If it is very clean, clear water, you can see a needle in the bottom. And if the water is dirty, even big rats and frogs and things are jumping inside, and many dirty things are there, but you don't see. Even big animals you don't see. So what is important? In a peaceful state of mind, we need to have the light of clarity. Clear vision, clear understanding. Then this problem is not a problem, that becomes the method of progress. Physical sickness also becomes a problem when we are too much worried about it. We are knowledgeable, we take care of the body. It becomes a training to be detached from matter, becoming observer of it. Or you sustain the matter. You bring everything in the right order. But the moment you become worried and attached, it becomes a problem. It brings suffering, and then it is a problem. But then, becoming detached from the body, understanding the laws of nature, for respecting matter, it becomes method of education. And so there is every situation has a solution. Anything, there is difficulty in relationship. Body and bodily relationships is a problem. A reason, what is the method? Why this problem is created? It's possessiveness again. Attachment causes problem. Or we take the responsibility more than what we need to. There's a difference between concern, care, or responsibility with worry. What is happening then we think too much? Each individual has their own task to do. In the relationship, it is not only the relationship of the physical relationship, the worldly relationship, but relationship in spiritual family as well. The problem comes in relationship when it is not my area to think. I don't need to use my intellect there. I don't need to use my mind. But I want a certain type of attention. Or I want to show my importance as well, that I am also something. And that's not my area to decide. That's not my area to worry. It's not my question of thinking. Others can do it. But I want to do it. It's in this way, it's called interference or a little bit of my show. And rejection comes from others. This creates the sad feeling or bad feeling from others. But cause is where I don't have to, it is not, I don't have to use my energy there. But I am using my energy and I am giving something and they don't want. So I felt insulted. I feel inside, why this person is doing like that? So my reaction, feeling, communication will create heaviness then. The way it is done, it will create heaviness. And so I have a problem with this person. Why I have a problem with that person? Because here I have not understood myself yet. I have not understood my own mind. So to know myself properly, my nature, and know the situation, and then I enter that area, my help is needed. So it is okay to give suggestions, that's fine. But then become attached to that suggestion creates problem. Suggestions are always welcomed, ideas are always welcomed. But then as soon as I become attached to my ideas, they are not accepted, it becomes a problem in relationship. And so I need to have the power of knowledge, Again, the power of discrimination. Or where I need to play my part. I am an actor, but in this dialogue, is my dialogue, my sentence 1, 2, 3, Sometimes I say, but I did not say one word I said. I said only one word and you are upset with me. Oh, 1 second, I did not say anything. It was only one word. Why are you upset with me? I say, one word. But one word is like the accident takes place only of 1 second. A bomb is dropped in 1 second and everything finishes. A shot is of 1 second. So in the same way, maybe I have spoken one word, but with one word, what was the state of my mind? Was it detached? Was it possessive? Was it unnecessary? I need to check this all. Again, this power of discrimination is needed. And that is possible only when I have practiced again and again solitude, silence. So problems are no more problems. But once or twice things have happened, and if I have learned, that was a great chance of progress. But if I have not learned and I make same carelessness, I have not become my own teacher, then I am problem for myself. So who will solve the problem? Not others, but myself. I need to solve the problem. And seeing myself being the embodiment of silence. So today Baba said, any problems in the world, we are living in the world. So there is problem of the body, problem of the mind, problem in relationships, problem in wealth, problem in receiving cooperation and giving cooperation. Problem caused by nature. Problem caused nature, my nature or nature of others, no? Problem in yoga. Problem in understanding Baba's knowledge. Some people have this as well. And so it is just like seeing myself. The reason why I am not able to solve. In order to solve something, we have to see it properly. Just like a doctor, in order to treat the patient, has to feel the pulse, know the disease, and then medicine will work. So we become our own doctors, our own nurses. And that also we need to be again, because problem came through body consciousness. There is no problem, no? When did the problem start? The reason, as Baba said yesterday, no? Yesterday or day before yesterday's Murli was, the mother of Maya, where does Maya born? Where is Maya born from? Who gives birth to Maya? The weakness of the soul gives birth to Maya. And so, weakness of the soul means what brings weakness in us? What is the real power in us? So it means that the soul is still there. It is the soul that is experiencing problems and creating problems. It is through the soul. But it is in consciousness again. Weakness. What is the reason that weakness came in us? There are weaknesses, there are vices, there are different things. Weaknesses and vices. What is the difference between weaknesses and vices? Defects and vices. So certain habits we develop. And due to those habits that we develop, we waste our energy. For example, if I am thinking about others, I am worrying about others, I am interfering in the matters of others, it does not come. What vice is this? It comes in the category of the habits which create weakness in me. Instead of thinking about myself, in soul conscious, when I'm thinking about myself, I would be soul conscious. And I will be thinking of the virtues, because soul conscious, what is the meaning of soul conscious? It's not just I am a point of light only. I, the soul, the embodiment of knowledge, embodiment of peace, embodiment of love, embodiment of purity, embodiment of happiness. Embodiment of truth, benevolence. When I'm thinking about the self, I'm soul conscious. I'm thinking about myself, I would be thinking of bringing peace or happiness in me. So energy is increasing. In soul consciousness, you think of virtues. When you think about the real self. When I am speaking about myself, whatever mistakes I have made and whatever I want to improve would be speaking. But when we speak about others and think about others, most of the time, weaknesses. And this is why Baba says, thinking parchintan, thinking about others, brings you into a ditch, makes you fall in a ditch. And you think about yourself, it is the steps of self-progress. First you go in that solitude. So when I am thinking about myself, that is the step today Baba spoke about. The state of a peaceful will be that solitude, ekanta. Soul's attitude is to improve the self, and it is linked with one. And in this way, energy is increasing. And when I'm thinking about others, certainly I'm connected with many. And as it's connected with many in body consciousness, the energy is being drained out. And so in this way I'm thinking and I am creating an account which is creating a bondage. And so my intellect is now tied with them. So the blockage, the intellect that had to be connected with Baba and solitude, that is switched off. And so I'm not getting power. So I'm becoming weak. Yoga is power. And thinking about other is a weakness. Good wishes is a power. Worry is a weakness. Seeing the virtue, appreciation is a virtue which brings strength in the self or enthusiasm. Seeing the defect and criticism makes the soul weak. And so weakness is created through habits which are created through body consciousness. Because their energy is consumed. And Maya is born. Then first it is the form of Maya and then it is form of Ramana. So Maya is mild form, gentle form, royal form. And forceful form is Raman. Lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego, these 5 vices, forceful form of Raman. And so this is why it's what Baba is saying, that dharma, the power is in your soul conscious stage of purity and peace. Religion is power, the self-religion, and religion brings power. And what is my religion? Purity and peace is my religion. And so in this way we increase power within ourselves. Yoga is power. And so then we have this power of soul consciousness, means power of silence and power of purity. The second power of solution is that any problem comes, where do we get power from? It's the almighty authority. Even in the path of devotion, their intellect goes to God. So our intoxication, that we are children of the almighty authority, this brings self-respect. And so powers from Baba, then godly power brings the solution, not only solution, but it destroys the obstacles, finishes the weaknesses and vices. In soul consciousness, my weaknesses are finishing. In God conscious power, in godly power, vices are finishing. Baba is the purifier. Because all the problems are in the world because of vices. I have a problem or others have a problem with me, either I have ego, vice, or I have weakness. That is, I'm impatient. Either I will cause I cannot tolerate, so then there is a problem that I cannot hear others, or I would have anger. This is form of Maya or Raman. No? When I am soul conscious, I'm in a peaceful state of mind, I will have coolness and tolerance. So it's my vices create problem to others or problem to myself. And so soul conscious means more practice of the bodiless stage. Thus Baba gave the mantra of bodiless and viceless. Bodiless means today's blessing. No? Being soul conscious, the embodiment of peace, embodiment of silence. In solitude, remembering my home, the power of silence of the soul world, where there is no speech. So this my habit of talking unnecessary and disturbing others, and others do not like me to talk too much. But when I am practicing this, stay in silence, stay in my home, stay in my self-respect. So unnecessary energy that we have wasted, it becomes we are able to, the leakage that is created. We get energy every day, but we lose energy more than what we get. So practice of soul consciousness, swadharma is peace. The form of the home of the soul is peace. Baba spoke about home, the silence, the aim is of the actions which are filled with silence. And so in this way we become karma yogi. Baba spoke about in the blessings that actions performed in soul conscious stage, in Baba's remembrance, so nothing, the other things are not influencing you. And so you are living like a lotus flower. This lotus state of mind is called karma yogi. Action in silence, in Baba's remembrance. Problems in the world are because of greed. This corruption of money, inflation, is because of greed. Wars in the world are because of ego and greed. This fear in this world is no security. It's again because of lust. You cannot go alone. Anytime you can be attacked. Might be physically you are powerful, but then you do not know what is going to happen. So what is there? There's no control on sense organs. So if we see the whole world, all these problems in the world are one or another vice. lust or anger or greed or attachment or ego. And then these problems are because of body consciousness. So cause are vices and weaknesses. And so solution would be, if the darkness is there, what do you think to dispel the darkness? You think of opposite thing, you think of light. If you are sick, what do you think of? Health. If you are hungry, what do you think of? Eating food and satisfaction. So when we understand these, body consciousness is the root cause of all the problems. Extrovertness is other words. Is the problems are because of being extroverted. It means coming in sound. There is no control on this door opens very quickly, no? It's very interesting that the speaking power, the tongue, 2.5 inches only, no? And nature has put this behind 32 bricks in a big castle, no? But when I'm extroverted and I'm looking at the mistakes of others, so quickly it comes out. See? And then the words will pierce others with like an arrow. Either it is form of correction, even it's good wishes and I want to give correction, teaching something. What will happen? It is words are right, but they are not filled with love. So extrovertness creates weakness in the self and in others, or suffering to others and weakness in the self. And then that word that I've spoken, now it has hurt other person, so that other person will go and speak to other person. The other person then will speak to other person. In this way, what happens? The atmosphere becomes that of extrovertness. So it becomes relationships are spoiled. So practice of soul consciousness, practice of introspection, practice of introvertness. This is why Baba spoke about this power of solitude, power of silence is the solution of all this. And then it is this power automatically brings concentration on what? It's not only just concentration on Baba's, concentration of what I pick up, then what I'm concentrating. In solitude, I'm able to see what I need to change. See, it is an extrovertedness. We speak. We see one word weakness, we speak about again and again. And in soul consciousness, you see the virtues. You might appreciate, but it's not so easy that you speak about. You see 20 or 30 virtues in someone and ask the list. No, whenever it has been exercised. It had been, okay, if we speak about the virtues of others, in 2 sentences we can define, oh, this is so good. This one is so powerful. This one is so loveful. In 1 or 2 sentences, over, finished. And start speaking weaknesses. 1 or 2 hours, 1 or 2 days. Goodness, repeat 1 or 2 times. Weakness, repeat 100 times. Good feeling, yes, fine, but inside to repeat again and again and appreciate the relationship, very little. Weakness, because of extrovertedness from others and the self, repeating again and again became a problem. And so power of silence, power of solitude, power of concentration on virtues, making it is just like it is my religion, swadharma, the power of this truth and righteousness in me. But where it comes from? From the Almighty. So then all powers of knowledge means it is the powers from the Almighty gives us the power of being the observer of the three aspects of time. And so you see the reason, you see the present effect, and you see the result. And so then you can see the problem as well as the situation. And then in that way we become detached from that. It does not hurt and does not remain problem because we see solution is there. So Baba has made us the knower of the three aspects of time and faith that I am victorious. We are the embodiment of solutions for ourselves as well as for others. Our devotees, our statues are worshipped. So this self-respect and faith in self, it comes when I am not only just ekagrata, it is actually the word ekagrata that Baba spoke this morning in the Murli. It is concentrating on one and following the dictates of one, direction of one. When I am following the direction and dictates of one, ekagrata, Ek means Baba, and his concentrating on one, and I am following the directions, agya it is called, agya means directions of one. And that directions come every day from Baba's Murli. This is why Baba said that what yesterday or day before yesterday's Murli or yesterday, don't remember exactly, that you finished the problems or the difficulties that Ravan creates, or you kill Maya through the weapon, through the power of knowledge, and that is to finish these weaknesses of the soul, or to kill Maya you need the Murli every day. The knowledge of the Almighty authority. And so every day it is any problem is in the mind, any problem is in relationship, any problem is with own, I have created with myself. Just pick up the Murli. And this magic we have seen now. Time to time, anything comes, you pick up the Murli and its answer is there. And sometimes we joke, we say, overnight we had some discussion and situation, and the next day you read the Murli without reading. No? And Baba is answering that, exactly taking that subject and answering this. Is your experience also? My experience, every day it is like the same. So it's not only yoga, but it is the Murli, the weapon. But not only weapon, Swadarshan Chakra, but Baba said, this powerful fresh food, you need to digest it. That becomes the power. Because then the churning will change, thinking pattern changes, and whatever is inside in your mind, that is what comes out from the mouth. Nothing comes which you have not thought of. No? So when I'm thinking knowledge, I will share with other knowledge. When I'm thinking of weaknesses, I will share weaknesses with others. And so I am either creating problem for myself or creating for others. So thinking, the thought pattern, then problems are created in the atmosphere through the unnecessary words that we have spoken and the behavior with others in relationships. So it means then virtues in practical life. So it's attention, concentration, again and again, changing my behavior pattern. So then this power, this is just like, is seeing thought, word and action, all three together is the solution, as all three became the reason of problems. Mind, intellect and sanskaras. Because when the intellect begins to think, this is not right, that's why the mouth opens up. It is the intellect. It's not only the mind. Intellect opens the door to see, to correct others, to criticize others, to pass a comment. And so I need to have yoga power so that this door remains shut. We compare our reasoning with the reasoning of others, and this way it becomes a problem in relationships. And as soon as then these three becomes friends, eyes, ears and mouth. His mouth is not alone. The intellect then opens all these three together. Sometimes you don't speak, but signal, no, with each other. I see. Yeah. Did you hear? And so then it's internal concentration, not on others, concentration on myself. So extrovertedness causes problem, introvert causes the pain. So, okay, situations are there, but it's a challenge to see how many virtues I'm using, the powers I'm using. So, solutions, wise, in order to solve the problems which are caused by the vices of others, I need powers that Baba has given me. This is why again, Baba has given gift of powers. Many times through the message of the seniors, dadis, teachers, he always gives a lotus with powers, a diamond with the powers written on it. Even now it is the powers. So problems which are created through habits, extrovertedness, creates weakness, virtues are needed. And in order to solve the problems, and problems that are created with vices, powers are needed. And so this is what, and that these powers are, then when you are having yoga, the intellect with Baba, and I am child of the Almighty Authority. So in that then power, then it is the power of silence, is not just individual power. The other power that comes, the problems come, which are created in general or somebody from somewhere. It is the power of gathering, remove solutions, bring solutions, remove the problems. Many times, these are many examples of in the history of Yajna. Baba says, have yoga bhattis. It's not just only yoga bhatti that you have 2 hours, 5 hours alone or 8 hours, but then bhattis together. There are many examples. Somehow the intellect changes. is touched. This power, Baba, it's just like the waves, the sun, the connection with Baba. It's like all of us are connected up with Baba, and the rays of the power are coming to destroy the germs of the problems. Or the waves of coolness and love is created, and the attitude and vibrations are changed. Yoga Bhattis is a solution of the problems that are in our spiritual progress or any physical progress or in yajna, in service problems. Disunity creates problems, individuality, ego, and unity then is a solution. There was, many years ago we had, and I think it was in 73, we had a very big fair arranged. It was very, very big. First time, it was all these, at that time there were 14 states, but now we have our centers in more than 14. And each state was given a place, means like to put their exhibition or a particular topic. Someone was, means for example, if Delhi is speaking about giving the exhibition or presentation about the soul, Karnataka is presentation about the Supreme Soul, Calcutta is presenting about the cycle. So in this way there were 14 different topics we had taken. And Ramlila ground was booked. Everything we prepared, all preparations were made, and then suddenly minister or some main VIP from Russia was coming, and somehow it was booked, but then when we had booked, that minister, that person who booked did not notice that this was already booked or whatever. And when the days are coming close and they say, no, sorry, this cannot be given to you because it is president or whoever it was at that time, this VIP, he's coming and this place is booked for him, because that is the biggest place where the gathering takes place and you cannot have. And we had prepared everything, no? Send the message to Baba what to do. Baba says, the power of the gathering, the finger of everyone can lift the mountain. It's a finger of meditation of everyone, cooperation of everyone, together have bhattis. And so we had overnight bhattis. The ministers from the government, they came to see, we had prepared only half, but when they say, no, you cannot prepare, Jagdish Bhai he was far-sighted, very, very, power of discrimination, far-sightedness, cleverness, wisdom. He was gifted with all the gifts from Baba. Anyway, he said, no, we don't want to stop. We mustn't have doubt in ourselves. It's Baba's work and there's going to be success. Means faithful intellect brings victory. In this way, faith in the intellect is also a power that brings solution. But this was, I'm speaking about the main power, was the power of the gathering. So we had bhattis. Okay, these people came, see a lot of work, construction was done. And somehow it was touched in intellect. So they shifted their program. Their leaflets were printed. We came to know only when the leaflet was printed. Our leaflets are also printed and their leaflets are printed. And at the same date and same place. They had to change. This was just like touching the minds of others through the power of mind. But it's again concentration, unity. That is the strength. And so our character, our personality. So what Baba wants us to become the personality of purity, personality of peace, personality of happiness, Because problems are because of impurity. Problems express in the form of peacelessness, disturbance, and problems result in sorrow. Where there is a problem, what do you feel? You feel sad. Other problems create war and conflict and peacelessness. And so, again, becoming the embodiment of purity, peace, and happiness. Together, powerful bhattis, but at the same time, these bhattis, individual practice is just becoming that image which gives happiness to others, not only just, so we are remover of the sorrows, because problem causes sorrow. It's not only just solution, but removing the sorrows of others. So we are children of the ocean of happiness. We are swimming in the ocean of happiness, the waves of happiness. And this power of peace and love within ourselves will remove the sorrows of others. Power of purity will touch the heart of other things, those who are very hard. Baba had said once that your power works like this, even the stone will melt. In a sand, you can create the pleasant green gardens. So it's becoming awareness of which personality, what personality I am. And then when it is this embodiment of peace, I am embodiment of purity, I am embodiment of happiness. So comes back again to soul consciousness. No? Once again, no matter how great a tree is grown, come back again to the seed. So this is why is Baba saying, through this, when the power of silence is there, the state would be stability in you, strength in you. And that stability, strength, power of righteousness, power of soul consciousness, power of silence is the solution to all the problems. Okay, any questions? I am happy that I got this chance to meet you, so then you can ask some questions and we can communicate. Actually, according to drama I stayed. I was leaving this morning 5 o'clock, but then program changed and I was going to leave 12 o'clock, then also changed. But now it is definitely going in the evening. Good opportunity to meet you all. I'm going to Surat. The President of India on the 15th of August had given a speech where he said that he wrote a prayer, a poem, and he said in the whole public that my wish is that how will we be remembered? We will be remembered not just how many churches we have built, how many temples we have built, how many mosques we have built, or how many gurdwaras we have built. Our creation generation, future generation will not remember us of this, or how many bombs we have created. They will not remember us because of this. They will remember us how much prosperous, peaceful, with good character we have given them the country as a present. And I have a wish that the religious members, those who have different faiths in India, they come together and make a plan what kind of country we want, a prosperous country, a country of good character. And so, after hearing his speech, one of the institution in Surat have invited him, and 15th, tomorrow, day after tomorrow is his birthday, and so want to present, some religious heads would like to present the plan. And so we are invited. Dadiji was invited for that, but Dadiji cannot go. Dadi Janki cannot go, so I am appointed to go for that reason. And so tomorrow is the meeting with this group of the religious heads, and that what it is prepared and will be presented to him. And then, so for that reason, I'm going there. And so we'll come back on 17th morning or 16th night. So it's a good chance. I thought, okay, drama is good that I'm not gone in the morning. So not when, if I was to go with the train 12 o'clock, it means leaving 11 o'clock. Then 10 o'clock was decided, no, I am going later on. So a good chance to meet you all. Thank you.